Oh, that's a spoiler for next time. Get out of here. Yeah, I've separated the things, finished sanding. All that's left is pretty much filling in those holes, those things, filling up those imperfections, stuff like that, and then priming the whole thing. After that, I'm planning to paint the kit dark gray with a Metal Gear Rex inspired camo on it. Let's see. I'll go ahead and fill the imperfections, prime this guy up, and then paint it all together. Oh, actually before that, seeing this kit is actually an assault mobile suit and pretty much does not include close range weapons, disappointingly enough. I am planning to give him those heat knives, the one that the amazing Kampfer, or Kampfer Amazing, you know, that Build Fighters Kampfer custom, to give those to this kit. Well, scratch build, I mean. Yeah, seeing this is an assault mobile suit, or what I believe it's supposed to be an assault mobile suit, it's disappointing. It didn't get any close range weapons, except for this. But I don't think you would consider this close range. Okay, I'm gonna go for reals. See ya. I've gone ahead and scratch built some knives and modified the holster on the sides. Right there. And it just goes in like this. Pretty much just like the Kampfer Amazing. It's a bit loose. It's a bit loose at the moment, but I'll just reinforce the holster as we go. And I'll be doing the same for these dents. Focus. Focus. There we go. These dents right here and dents right there, I'll just right there. I've primed this up beforehand because I'm not sure if it was a dent or it was just imperfections in the plastic. But yeah, it is a dent. So I'll just use this piece right here of cardstock, and just glue it over here as raised details and stuff. And right here too. I might not like it. I can just take it off, sand it down, and just put putty over it, but I don't have access to putty, so I'm just using this right now. Yeah, very low cost, as I don't have much access to the outside since all this quarantine and stuff. I'll just go ahead and give these measurements they need and glue them there. And after that, I'm gonna start painting. And I'll try to give this more detail, but as of right now, I kind of like how it looks. Just paint some detail over it. Light gray, dark gray, maybe red, maybe silver. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, and here's some parts that I've primed up as well. I'm just gonna say how I did this. This is basically masking tape right here, under here, over a popsicle stick, and just stuck these parts, the parts where they're just small and kind of annoying to paint, stuck it there, and there you go. Oh, and these parts aren't really gonna be seen from the outside, so that's okay. It just needed to prime the insides. Oh god, it's so messy. Okay, so what I've done here, I've finished painting pretty much all of the base colors, some of the accents like the gold here, the silvers, stuff like that. I didn't paint the white because that's okay, but I still have yet to paint some parts like the hoses right here. I would be painting them the same color as the hoses under the torso, pretty much just primer gray. This is all gray, as the steel gray, the dark gray, the primer gray. After finishing the base coat, there are still some parts that I have to touch up on. There are some parts that the primer inside are still visible, and parts that the unprimered parts are visible as well, because I got a bit lazy on that part. This in particular, you can when it's attached here, it's not that visible, but you can still see a bit of blue when it's attached. So I'm gonna paint that black at some point. I'm gonna make a camo pattern similar to Metal Gear Rex on one side, and some decals, some of those, and a bit of weathering, just a bit, not too much. I have yet to paint these parts gold. I have to paint them later. And the weapons, I'll be painting later. I'm not gonna paint the chain mine. I'll be painting this as well, even the holster, because I forgot to paint them along with the mobile suit. Oh, and also I have to paint these parts silver as well, because I forgot they were a separate part. And that's pretty much it. Though I am debating whether to keep it in gloss or put a flat coat on top of it, because I don't know, I kind of like how glossy it looks, but I was planning to just make a flat coat on top. The problem is, if I keep it in gloss, there are some imperfections in my paint. I used a spray can because I have no access to what you call those, airbrushes. Yeah, some parts are evenly coated, like the focus. Come on, why won't you focus? Damn it. Some of the parts are evenly coated, like this waist section. Some are not, like these, and the shoulder pads, and even the head, which is slightly annoying. So yeah, but I still do like how it looks when it's all assembled. Obviously I'm not gonna show it yet because it's not the final product, but yeah, I'm still debating whether to coat it with matte clear or just leave it as gloss. I'll think of it after weathering and decaling and stuff. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and paint a camo, put some of the decals that it came with, because I think it's fine. I'm not gonna use all of it. I'm just gonna use the Xeon markings. I'm not gonna use this thing, the dark bandits. Is it bandit? Yeah, it's bandits. I'm gonna use some of the numbers. I'm gonna use some of these markings. I'm not gonna use these markings. I'm gonna use some of the warnings as well. Maybe the stars, maybe not, I don't know. A Xeon logo, obviously. And maybe some other things that's lying around in my room. And after that, scratch up the decals a bit, give the mobile suit some weathering, and then I'll decide whether to top coat it or not. Well, obviously, I'm gonna top coat the thing. I meant whether if it's matte or just plain gloss. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya. Okay, so every part is pretty much painted, weathered, and decaled. All I gotta do left is pretty much build it right back up. I've test fitted some parts like this torso, and that's fine now. This one too. And what else? Some pieces here, thrusters like this one. Here. It's all fully painted up, fully decaled, fully weathered. All that's left is pretty much just build it. So yeah, I'll get right into it. I'm finally done with the custom camphor. It took a bit of time. I guess 1 month, I think. Or 1 month and over 3 days. I don't know. All I know is I took a bit more time than expected because I have like way too much shortage of materials, and I've debated what kind of paint job I actually was gonna do. But yeah, the outcome looks really good. I really like how it turned out, to be honest. Now there's just a few modifications. The major ones are pretty much the added knives. Oh, this fell. Let's talk about that later. The main ones are pretty much the added knives, the added weaponry on the side of the torso, right under there. Then heat knives, deactivated heat knives made from cardstock and super glue. Because yes, as I said, I was way under prepared for the materials, and I can't even get some of the materials because of being quarantined and stuff. So yeah, but still, very happy of how it came out. Of course, also major modifications are the colors. Changed the inner frame gray to Bosny steel gray. Oh yeah, I didn't use airbrushes. All I had was paint cans. These guys. So yeah, that color is this. The dark gray on the outer armor, and some primer gray well, custom mix primer gray because oh, it's also a bit loose. So let's just push those aside for now. The light grays are near primer gray color, custom mixed from these two Armored Komodo acrylic paints. And yeah, and also yeah, the mono eye. All I did was cut a piece of runner and stuck it in the mono eye piece. It's right here. Just gone ahead and cut a piece right here since it's perfectly circled, perfectly round, and super glued that right there, which gives it a clear piece. And after that, painted some of the accents, the silver colors, the shiny red for the Sturmfaust or grenades, the gold on the pistons. What else? The silvers on these circular parts here, the thrusters. Oh, the thrusters also having gold paint inside them, since this needs a bit more color. Of course, the decal gave it color that I needed. Speaking of decals, there's one over here, the main ones. The warning signs all over the thrusters. Just a few here. This custom was a bit of a challenge. I tend to overdo weathering as well, of which I kind of succeeded here, of me restraining how much weathering there should be. Okay, here's an example. It's my first weathering kit practice. I don't know. This is horrible. Way too much. Way too freaking much. And the red paint, I don't know why I had it that. But I guess he used those to smash people on the ground. And just, yeah, this custom is way too horrible. I don't know why I put red on the face. Way too edgy. Plus, yeah, way too much weathering for the size of the mono suit. So just stay there for now. And here, I would like to think that I've accomplished that. And as you can see, you might think these are still seam lines. I've converted them into panel lines. Focus, please. I've converted them into panel lines, so yeah. This one too, you would think it was a seam line, but I kind of wanted it to look that way because I don't know, I do like how it looked. There are some blue parts. Oh, I didn't see those parts. Oh man, I should repaint them later on. So, but yeah, this was my pretty much first fully painted kit. Some decals over there as well. Number 2, since I am planning to give other kits this paint job. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should talk about how I made the camo. How did I make the camo? Just put random pieces of masking tape all over and then hand painted those colors using the acrylics of Armored Komodo. Just that. I mainly referenced the color scheme for the Metal Gear Rex, just inverted. The Metal Gear Rex supposed to have a lighter gray as the main color and a darker gray for the camo. I just inverted that here since I kind of wanted to see how it would look inverted, and I'm pretty much happy with how it looks. This is the Unit 2. I'm planning the Ifrit for Unit 1 of this special operations team that I'm creating. Yeah, there's way too much story. I would rather talk about it when all of them are finished. So for now, I'm just gonna talk about how this guy looks. And that's what I'm already doing. I don't know, this is getting way too confusing. Get back in there. Oh, wait, there. That's not right. There we go. That's good enough. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. You're way too loose on some parts. I need to fix that later on, but for now that's good visually. Oh yeah, and also the way he holds the shotgun is very finicky. You don't actually plug it in, even though it should be. The only way to plug it in is by using one of the arms. And where's the arms? Is here. There's one of these arms, which are way too inaccurate if you pair them with these, and way too small. So yeah, I just opt to the way that it holds like that. I don't really mind, but yeah, it's just way too finicky since it's not actually pegged anywhere. Okay, so my overall experience. This is my first kit that I've fully painted. Nothing, no bare plastic. Well, I guess this is bare plastic. Never mind, there's just a few bare plastic parts, the bazookas and just the weaponries, but the kit itself, the mobile suit itself, is fully painted. The frame, steel gray Bosnia spray paint. The armor parts, also dark gray Bosnia spray paint. What else? The primer gray parts, armored Komodo custom mixed gray. The silver parts also spray paint. The gold parts also spray paint. I should get an airbrush soon. Yeah, I should get one. But for now, this is satisfactory. I really love how it turned out. I guess there's some parts that I need to improve. I need to paint the inner parts here because there's still some blue parts that's visible. But I'll just fix that in another time. Right now, I really like how it looks. So yeah, I'll give you some additional shots. After that, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.